Good afternoon, everybody, and hello and welcome to Channel 22 Sports Game of the Week. We're here at West High School in Torrance. Just getting started here, and I'm Mike Larson, going to call play-by-play for you today. And taking the first pitch for a strike is the leadoff batter for West Torrance, number 7, Warren Trott, a 12th grader, shortstop. Second pitch is high for a ball, 1-1. West Torrance High School rated very highly, not only here in the South Bay, but in the nation, with a few All-American high school potential professional prospects. So Leuzinger High School has their hands. They have their hands full today, and taking the little break there and going to the mound is the catcher Ramos. There you can see Waits there, number 45, the starting pitcher for the Leuzinger Olympians. Just getting started here. And the batter's going to take first base there. Brings up the second batter now. Second batter for West Torrance is number 11, Brian Cohen. Inside for a ball. No outs here in the top of the first inning. We're playing at West Torrance, but West Torrance is actually the road team here, and Leuzinger is the home team. Leuzinger's first home game here at West Torrance that I would venture to say that would be ever. And that's attributed to the rainy weather we've been having here in Southern California. The playing field at Leuzinger High School was just not ready to go, so this beautiful manicured next pitch is inside. This beautifully manicured field is ready to play, so we're good to go here at West Torrance. So West Torrance leading off the top of the first. We have a break in the weather, and we're actually going to get hopefully a full game in here today. You're just joining in. We're just getting started here. We're at the top of the first inning. The leadoff batter took a pitch in the upper torso, and you can see him taking his lead there on first. Throw back, and he's in safely with a slide head first. Brian Cohen, the shortstop, is at bat. And that's hit deep and high. And going under it and making the catch, number 4 for Leuzinger. Parada, the center fielder, makes the catch, so it's 1 out in the top of the first inning here. Runner on first, and there you can see the leadoff batter, number 7, Warren Trott, standing at first, and that brings up the number 3 hitter for West Torrance, and that's Greg Sane, number 10. And of course, if you don't know about Greg, you haven't been paying attention to high school sports here in the South Bay. Greg, highly touted athlete here in high school South Bay baseball. First pitch is high for a ball. 1 out. Runner on first. That time the graphic anticipated that second pitch. It's for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out here at the top of the first. Throw back, keeping that runner honest. Ooh, high at the head. Breaking ball didn't break. Wind up on the pitch. Outside for a ball. So the runner advances to second base and takes a lead. Brings up cleanup hitter, number 21, playing center field today, and that's James Garcia. West High School is coached by Harry Jenkins. And the pitch that time's taken low for a ball. Just getting started here, and pleasure to bring it to you. Channel 60, formerly known as Channel 60, Channel 22 Sports. Oh, nice pitch. Taken, swung on and missed for a strike. Another strike. Wind up and the pitch. Outside. Once again, for those of you who just may have tuned in a little late, Leuzinger Olympians playing at West High School with Leuzinger, the home team. And once again, the batter draws a base on balls. So we have Leuzinger's pitcher a little wild here early in the top of the first inning. Waits, number 45, having a hard time finding the strike zone, and as a result we've got bases loaded, 1 out, and the cleanup hitter just walking. Next pitch is taken in the dirt, but the runners stay. This is Nelson. Nelson Caraballo. Nelson takes another low ball. Nelson's a 9th grader. Getting some varsity action in his first year in high school. Speaks to the talent of this young fellow. Takes a strike, called strike that time. Bases loaded, top of the first, 1 out. Outside for a ball. One out, bases loaded. Oh, and that's hit down the line. And that's going to score 1 run. In comes another run. So with 1 out, we have a base hit down the 3rd base line. Nelson just pulling that ball for a 9-shot base hit. And there you see Nelson standing on first. One out still on the top of the first inning, and we still have bases loaded. I anticipated that second run coming in, and actually he stayed. Bases loaded now. First pitch taken high to Greg Daly. Greg playing left field today. Greg Daly, a senior here at West High School. Next pitch called strike, down to the knees. And the umpires look like he's going to call some low strikes today, and you never know with these umpires where the strike zone's going to be. That graphic is wrong. There's one out here in the first inning. Next pitch is taken low. Bases loaded, one out, top of the first, 1-0 West Torrance. Once again, that graphic's wrong. It's one out, and that's hit right up the middle. Base hit with the bases loaded, and 1 run scores. And once again, the bases are loaded, so West have a little rally going on, and right now the pitcher for Leuzinger, Waits, is having a tough time. Brings up number 12, the 7th hitter in the lineup. Bases are still loaded. 2 runs have scored. This is Robert Stye. Robert gets that first pitch. Getting his signals from the third base coach, and waits. Getting the signals from the catcher.
Hey, don't go strike now. What's the box? Get up there. Hey, 2-0 now. It's got to be yours. What do you say?
2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Bases loaded. Robert Stocks.
Go, Robert.
That's taken low for ball 3. Once again, there's 1 out in the inning. That graphic is wrong. It's 3 balls and no strikes and 1 out here at the top of the first, and bases are loaded. And he draws a walk, and that's going to force in a run, and it is all of a sudden 3-0 here at the top of the first. And you can see in the background somebody throwing, but they don't look like they're throwing too hard. And the manager for Leuzinger comes out, the head coach. He's got a few words for Waits. You could tell by the expressions of his teammates, no one's looking at anyone in the eyes there. They all got their heads down, and this is not the way you want to start a game. Once again, bases are loaded. West Torrance has 3 runs, 2 of them on singles and 1 of them on base on balls, and Waits once again pitching through the starting lineup here, and he's coming down to the 8th hitter on the lineup, and that's number 3, Bo Anderson. And Bo Anderson, he's a junior 11th grader. That's taken high for a ball. Ball 1.
Get down there. Go 3.
Next pitch is hit down the line, shot right between the first and second baseman. 1 run scores, and the ball gets by the right fielder all the way to the fence. Rounding third now and being signaled home. Oh, he stops at third. Is Bo Anderson, and that's a single and a 2-base error that time, and clearing the bases. Bo Anderson. So Waits, the pitcher from Leuzinger, having a hard time here and not getting any help that time from his right fielder. And that's Preciado, number 22, who had a hard time putting his glove down. Fundamentals. You hate when that happens. 6-0 here at the top of the first, and the number 9th hitter is up. And still, Waits is having a hard time finding the strike zone. Han Yi, the batter for West, and he's a sophomore. He hits a soft ball down, and that's in the dirt. Gonna score a run on aggressive base stealing. That time, a slow roller picked up by the third baseman could not get the runner out. Threw it in the dirt, and that time, the run scores on a fielder's choice. 7-0 now, and we're going to the top of the batting order once again. So West Torrance starts off the game by batting around. That's like starting dinner with a dessert. A good one. Oh, and that's fisted high into the air, and underneath it now is the right fielder. He's got it for the second out.
We got 2 on them now. Let's go.
So Warren Trott has 2 at-bats here in the top of the first inning, and he's 0 for 1, drawing a walk his first, actually was hit with the ball his first time up, and hits to the right fielder the second time, and the pitch is taken for a strike, and the ball is late to second base, and standing on second with a steal is number 2 for West Torrance, Han Yi, the sophomore. There you see him in his dirty uniform. It's the way you want to come home, with those white pants all dirty. That time it's taken right to the pitcher, and we got a tough play and no play that time. Waits unable to handle that ball. Standing there and with a base hit on first base is the number 2 hitter for West, Brian Cohen. Seven nothing here on the top of the first inning. The number 3 hitter, Greg Sane, takes a pitch low for a ball. Ball 1, 2 outs here. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, top of the first. And that's hit down the line. Nice grab, and we got a force out at second for the 3rd out of the inning. And that's the end of 1/2 inning with the score. West Torrance 7, Leuzinger Olympians coming up to bat. Stay tuned for more on Channel 22 Sports. Okay, we're back now. The leadoff hitter gets a grounder to second base. And boy, you talk about 1 up, 1 down. First ball hidden, Van Hook, number 4, or rather the shortstop for Leuzinger, leading off with a ground out. On the mound today for West Torrance is a freshman, number 6, Nelson Caraballo. We got a called strike with 1 out, 0-1. Looking for a strike that time is Aguilar. Center fielder for Leuzinger. Stepping out that time. You know, you got a good shot of how that looked. He stepped out of the box that time and he swings. Instead of, you hear coaches saying, get your body into it. That time he took his body out of that one. You can see his leadoff hit. And that's taken underneath the right fielder for the out, 2 outs, and that was number 3 for West Torrance, Bo Anderson. So 2 up, 2 down at the bottom of the first inning. Leuzinger trailing 7-0. West Torrance, playing on their home field and are actually the visiting team in the record book. Once again, El Nino playing havoc on Leuzinger's home field, flooding the field, and West Torrance with a beautifully manicured field. Hosting the game, even though they're visitors. Next pitch is fouled off. Nelson, pitcher throwing some heat. You know that the pitcher's throwing heat when the balls are hit to the first base and right field side of the field. Right-handed pitchers are not able to pull the ball, swinging a little late. Nice off-speed pitch that time. Is slow grounder for the third out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down. Leuzinger trailing 7-0 to West Torrance, and we'll be back with the top of the second inning after this short break. Oh, we just got started now, and the leadoff hit is hit for a home run. A home run, a leadoff batter number 21. That was James Garcia. Oh, actually, that was a ground field double. My bad. Bouncing over the field and standing on second base with a ground rule double. So West Torrance wasting no time. Boy, they came up quickly. We just barely caught that. We were pausing tape and they were coming up to bat. Wade's having a tough time today. West Torrance. Starting the second inning where they left off on the first, and that's with players taking base. Man on second base just getting started at the top of the second inning. First pitch is taken for a foul ball. 0-1.
Nelson, go.
Nice pitch right down the pipe there for a called strike 2. Nelson, the pitcher, throwing some heat. See if he's got stick to go with that. Oh, it's taken for a half check swing. Foul. Runner on second base, no outs, no balls, 2 strikes to the hitter. And that popped up out of. There you can see what a beautiful manicured infield that is. West Torrance should be proud of their field. West Torrance ranked, as I said, nationally with some ball players you just may hear of in a few years. Which makes you want to maybe keep a copy of today's game, and you can say, hey, I remember when this kid played high school ball. Of course, that's always the case here with Lawndale Sports. Oh, and that's hit deep. Pulled nicely, and getting under it now is the left fielder.
Yeah, way to go, Claudio!
Nice catch that time by number 18 for Leuzinger, and that's Garcia getting under it. Yes.
Way to go, Claudio!
First out of the inning. There you can see the runner on second. Brings up Gary Daly. There's a good look at Gary. Wind up and the pitch. Taken high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Top of the second inning, 7-0 West Torrance leads. Wade's having a lot of trouble early finding the strike zone. When he did, West Torrance got all over him. Boy, that looked like a strike. If that wasn't a strike, I don't know. This umpire is hard to read.
Go, Gary!
Oh, and that's hit deep. And that's got a chance to get out of here, but it is a home run, a 2-run home run that time. And getting all of it, number 20 for West Torrance. And there you can see the run scoring, Gary Daly getting all of it. And James Garcia touches home plate, and here comes his teammate, Gary. Gary Daly, a 12th grader, getting congratulated by the whole team as he just pulled that ball. It doesn't look like Gary's too appreciative of those pats on the head by his teammates. And Waits, boy, he's having a hard time. 9-0 here on the top of the second inning. And I gotta tell you, there is a mercy rule here in high school, in case you're wondering, but they gotta get to the 5th inning before anything like that happens. Hopefully for Leuzinger, that won't occur. Nevertheless, Torrance still at bat with 1 out here in the top of the second.
Middle, get ready.
That's Robert. And I know I'm probably mispronouncing his last name, and I'll apologize in advance. Study, style. Fine German name, but I can't pronounce. Robert, a 12th grader, catching today. We got a chance to talk with Harry Jenkins, head coach for West Torrance, and he was saying that
Robert.
I'll get back to that after this pitch. Robert, the catcher, is actually a heck of a pitcher. Of course, that's what happens sometimes when you've got such a gun, they got to put you at catcher. Oh, and that's hit, but he got a little too under it, and that may fall, but the center fielder looks like he's got a beat on it and does for the second out of the night. 2 outs now in the top of the second inning. Waits for Leuzinger, throwing a lot of pitches early. That's Bo Anderson, the right fielder, coming up to bat. Bo takes first pitch outside for a ball. Next pitch is taken for a ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the second inning. Top of the second, West Torrance leading 9-0. Ball 4. Once again, Waits having control problems. Here in Torrance, not too far away from Carson, where the Goodyear blimp is housed. And our camera that's up there just not working today, so rather than shooting down on the stadium, we're going to shoot up at the blimp. Our cameraman, who's assigned to that camera, actually called it sick. First pitch called for strike. That's fisted. Catcher might have a play on it, and he misreads the pop-up, and Ramos can't get to it in time. So when it goes bad, it goes bad. Boy, I'm sure Leuzinger wish they could rewind this game and play it over, but unfortunately, can't do that. Waits on the mound now, working out on the stretch. Runners on the corners. 2 outs here in the second inning. Runner steals. He's going to advance to third.
Hey, Carlos, that's next throw.
And mistakenly just said runners were at the corners. They weren't. There was a runner on first, advancing to third on a bad throw by Ramos, the catcher. He's still at bat here with 2 outs. He half swings, check swing, hit foul.
Think quick, come on, think quick.
And that's grounded to the third baseman. He throws for the 3rd out of the inning. But not before 2 runs scored, and with an inning and a half in the books, the score, West Torrance 9, Leuzinger 7. Stay tuned for the second half of the inning after the short fade of black. Okay, we're back with more action now. We're here at West Torrance High School, where Leuzinger playing a game against West Torrance, where they're actually the home team, and the first pitch is taken there. Number 8 for Leuzinger. That's Parada. Parada swings and misses on that second pitch. Called strike 2 that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second inning, 9-0. West Torrance leads. Breaking ball that time in the dirt. Taken for ball 2. I know I mentioned this earlier before in the previous game, but Leuzinger's got some new uniforms and they look lovely. Oh, nice shot hit to the third baseman, but the third baseman makes a nice play and guns him out. Nice play that time by the third baseman for West Torrance. That's Greg Sane. Brings up the next batter for Leuzinger, number 24, the catcher Ramos. And Ramos gets under it for a pop-up to the shortstop for the 2nd out. And once again, Leuzinger swinging at the first pitch and making an out. Ground ball to the second baseman for the 3rd out of the inning, and that's it. 1-2-3 once again. Faria with the 3rd out, and the score after 2 innings. West Torrance 9, Leuzinger nothing. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd after this short fade of black. Okay, we're here at the top of the 3rd inning, and up to bat now is number 7, Warren Trott. Warren takes the first pitch for a foul ball, and I had to get out of the way that time. He's headed right for me. Warren at the top of the 3rd inning, and this is his 3rd at bat, just to give you an idea of how successful West Torrance has been with a stick this afternoon. That time high for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Forward. Forward. Come on. Forward.
Nice pitch that time by Waits for a called strike. West Torrance is not. They're going to make him throw some pitches. Waits has thrown a lot of pitches this afternoon. 2-2 pitches in the dirt for ball 3. Struck him out. So Waits hits his first strikeout of the game. Brings up the second hitter in the lineup, number 11, Brian Cohen. As previously mentioned, Brian, a senior for West Torrance. Takes that pitch high for a ball. That time it's taken low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Oh, swung on and missed for strike. Oh, and that's hit foul. Boy, he got a lot of that one. Back in the day when I played baseball, we couldn't use aluminum bats, and I tell you what, those balls just seem to fire off those aluminum bats, something fierce. One of the reasons why I guess they don't allow them in professional baseball. That time, off-speed pitch, balloon ball taken for a ball. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 3rd inning. And ball 4 that time. And once again, Waits throwing a lot of pitches. So standing on first base with a base on balls, Brian Cohen. And next batter after Brian is Greg Sane. Greg making some fine plays with the glove also today. Greg, the 3rd baseman. Low for a ball. Ball 1. When that's hit, nice play, nice grab that time. A line shot. And Aguilar making a fine play with the glove to rob Sane of an extra base hit. Runner takes his lead. 1 out here in the 3rd inning. High for a ball. In the dirt, and the runner advances, slides, and it wasn't really necessary. Two balls, no strikes. And the next pitch is again in the dirt. I think Waits is just better settle down and try to throw strikes.
21.
Even though West Torrance has been hitting the ball hard this afternoon. Ball forward. And that time after that ball, he kind of looked into the dugout like, not looking like he's having very much fun this afternoon. Once again, West Torrance with the bases loaded. Brings up number 6 for West Torrance. Nelson, the pitcher. And he takes low for a ball, ball 1. Runners on first and second. We got a little conference on the mountain now. Ramos wants to get a few words straight with his catcher. Oh, and he tagged that one, and that's deep. And that's out of here for a 3-run home run. Boy, I'm telling you, when West Torrance gets a hold of a pitch, they get a hold of a pitch, and that time that was a pitcher. And there's that freshman with his home run trot. Wow. Not bad for a freshman pitcher. Nelson Caraballo with a 3-run home run shot. I mean, that's still going right now. That's headed past Mobile. The score now is 12-0 if you're keeping score, and we're on the top of the 3rd inning. No, you didn't hear me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. 12-0, and West Torrance trying their very darndest to get their head coach, Harry Jenkins' 500th career win here at West High. And what a way to win 500, huh? And for you Leuzinger faithful out there who are watching the game and think I may have put it in the refrigerator, well, let's just say it's 12-0 in the 3rd inning, and Leuzinger's got their hands full if they're going to pull it off. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd, and that time it's taken into dirt but swung on and missed at the same time. Grounded to the shortstop, picks it up cleanly, his throw, and got him out of there for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before West Torrance scores 3 more runs. Going into the bottom of the 3rd inning, the score: West Torrance 12, Leuzinger nothing. Stay tuned for more high school baseball. Okay, we're back. Start the bottom of the 3rd inning, and number 18 Garcia for Leuzinger up to bat. Garcia, the left fielder today, takes a strike. Actually swung and missed that one. Strike 2. in the dirt that time. There's a good shot of the batter. In case you just missed it, this young man here is a freshman pitcher who just hit a 3-run home run. And see you later, man. Called strike 3. Nice pitch, strike call. Pitcher to pitcher this time. This is Waits, the Leuzinger starting pitcher. Still in the mound, still on the mound though. That time it's taken low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice breaking ball that time. Broke a little in front of the plate for ball 2. Outside. So Leuzinger gets the first man on base for the afternoon, and that's the pitcher, Waits, drawing a walk here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner goes, and the throw is, in time for the out. So Leuzinger with some aggressive base running that time, and it backfires for the 2nd out of the inning. Stride to the batter. That's Preciado, the right fielder. He was accountable for 2 unearned runs as the ball got by him and rolled all the way to the gate with the bases loaded. A little anxious, wanting to come up throwing, and didn't get his glove down. Fisted that time to the 2nd baseman, and in time to end the inning. So we're back to start the top of the 4th. Leading off for West Torrance now, and taking the ball that time is number 16 for West Torrance.
Hungry. I've had the lunch all fucking day.
That's Josh Allen. And he lines the ball right down past the 3rd baseman, and in the corner to grab it, and standing there at first base with a line shot single is Josh Allen. Once again, these right-handed batters for West Torrance are pulling the ball hard. Tells you they're jumping on these pitches. Meanwhile, Leuzinger with a pitching change. And we kind of came up a little abruptly there, and we were unable to inform you. And this ball is hit in the corner and turned for 2, but no, the 2nd baseman couldn't make the throw that time. So 1 out now. Parado, the 2nd baseman, couldn't turn the double play that time. And this is Silva now standing on the mound for Leuzinger. After Waits, after 3 innings, gave up 12 runs. 10 of them earned, 2 of them unearned. Time that pitch taken for a ball. There's a nice shot of the batter, number 9. It's Darren Aranda. So West Torrance getting some subs in here in the 4th inning. It's 12-0 in the top of the 4th, and just in case you're wondering, there's a mercy rule, but you got to play 5. If the team is up by 10 runs or more after 5 innings, that's it. They're not going to play the final 2. The mercy rule and CIF rules here. High school baseball. Next pitch is taken again for a ball. And once again, the runner advances. Dustin Slaw standing on second base with a pass ball. And there he is. Seems to me that West Torrance wants to hurry up and go watch the Laker game. That or they want to go home and have dinner. Probably more like it. That time taken for a called strike. Ground ball to the shortstop. He holds the runner, fires to first base for the out. Fine defensive play that time by the Leuzinger infield. Brings up number 7, Warren Trott. Once again, Warren with his 4th at bat in 4 innings. Taken for a strike that time. 0-1. Oh, and he waits on that breaking ball, and that's a nice grab by the shortstop. Deep. Oh, and in the dirt. Can't dig it out as the first baseman. Faria having a tough time grabbing that one in the dirt, so standing there, we'll give him a hit. It's a long throw that time. Oh, our scorekeeper, he's tough. He gives the first baseman an error that time. Nothing less than a Golden Glove expectation by our scorekeeper that time. This is Jeff Faulkner, another substitute into the game. Jeff, a lefty, taking that first pitch for a strike. 4th inning, 2-0. Excuse me, 2 outs. Oh, and that's hit high. Pop up. Underneath it is the third baseman and grabbing it for the final inning. So we'll be back with more high school sports as Leuzinger coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning with the score, West Torrance 12, Leuzinger nothing. First pitch again, hit high into the second baseman for the out, and that's Van Hook leading it off with a first pitch pop-up to the second baseman. Van Hook having a tough time today. Boy, that's not dejection and frustration, but that's a fine pitcher. Leuzinger having a tough time today, trying to make things happen. Ooh, next pitch is taken for a strike. I don't know about that. This is Aguilar for Leuzinger. Next pitch, a ball. In the dirt, breaking ball. Swung on and missed for a strike. Oh, swung on and missed. 2 outs now in the inning. So Leuzinger having a tough time not only on the pitching mound today, but with the bat not being able to score any runs here. That pitch is taken low for ball. Bottom of the 4th inning here. Leuzinger, the home team, in spite of playing here at West Torrance. And that's fisted. And that's the final out of the inning. And once again, the score after 4, 12-0, West Torrance leads. We'll be back with more high school sports after this short timeout here on Lawndale's Community Cable Television, Channel 22. Okay, we're back. Starting things off now in the 5th inning. Taking for a called strike is number 10, Greg Sain. Next pitch is in the dirt. Low for a ball once again. So Leuzinger with a pitching change after 3 innings. 3 balls, 1 strike. No outs here in the top of the 5th. And West Torrance starts off with a walk. So Sain, a highly touted high school baseball player, a 12th grader. And you're going to hear a lot more from this kid, God willing, in the future. This kid's got some skills. And the next batter is number 15 now, Brian Thomas, another substitute for West Torrance. Now you can see the runner Sain taking his lead. Wind up and the pitch is inside for a ball 1. Oh, and that's hit deep. And once again, another 2-run shot over the left field fence for another home run Brian Thomas with his swerve on. He's got a home run trot, and they're saying touching home plate. And there's that home run trot, and you got to love it. With a little grin. He can't help but smile that time. He's going to walk it. And once again, it looks like these players just love slapping each other upside the head. But jumping on a pitch and knocking it over the left field fence for another home run. And in case you're keeping score, ladies and gentlemen, it's 14-0. West Torrance showing why they're highly ranked, and the next pitch is fisted to the pitcher, and his throw is in time for the out. That was David Yamamoto there, David, with a ground out. Our next batter, number 8. This is Robbie Ramirez. Robbie takes low and inside for a ball. Another ball low that time. I'd have to say that was in the strike zone because I don't think young Robbie got all the way around on that check swing, so we'll call that a called strike. Robbie, a sophomore, a 10th grader, fouled it off his leg. Here's a good shot of the pitcher for Leuzinger Silva, coming in relief in the 4th inning and giving up no runs actually in the 4th inning. That's one and the only run, or excuse me, the only inning thus far that Leuzinger hasn't given up any runs. And that time in the dirt for swung on and missed, and oh my goodness, that was close. That was close. In case you're wondering what happened, he struck out, but on that strikeout, if the ball gets past the catcher, if he can get to first base before the catcher does, or rather before the ball gets to first base, he's on base. So yes, you can get on first with a strikeout. But that time the ump called it a little differently than what it looked like in our monitor. But hey, when it's 14-0 in the 5th inning, you can't really argue a call like that. Now, this is an announcer's nightmare. This batter here has no number. My apologies to the young man and the family who may be watching this game. I'm unable to mention you by name, son, because you have no number. Swung on and missed that time by the man who wore no number. they're at that time for a full count. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And we got a base on balls that time down by the man who wore no number. That ball taken high and inside for a ball. This is Dustin Sloss, 11th grader or junior, and there you can see the runner taking his lead. High for ball 2. Called strike that time. Ground ball hit up the middle and right through the middle between the second baseman and shortstop for a base hit. Dustin Sloss keeps the inning alive. Runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. 14-0. And brings up the next batter, number 9. That's Darren Aranda. Darren hits it into left field again, and this time the left fielder gets under it to end the inning, but not before West Torrance scores another 2 runs. The score, West Torrance 14, Leuzinger nothing. We'll be back with more baseball. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th after this. There you can see beautiful sky here at West Torrance High School. Some schoolmates taking in a game here. A pitcher working on a no-hitter. And I say that because he's got one more inning, this inning right here. If he can shut him down, that will be the end of the game, because it'll be 5 innings in the books. And with 5 innings in the books, ladies and gentlemen, and you're leading by more than 10 runs, in this case the score is 14-0, that's the game. The mercy rule. So the freshman, Caraballo, working on a no-hitter. And the batter for Leuzinger. There you can see him right there. Parada, second baseman. And that's fisted foul. Leuzinger getting only 1 runner to first base on balls. And he was quickly thrown out trying to steal second. That was Waits. Otherwise, it's been a very quick at-bat for this Leuzinger team. Oh, and a shot hit right off the glove for a base hit, and that ends the no-hitter. So wouldn't you know it, right when I mentioned it, I didn't want to say anything either, you know, but you gotta say it because he's got it going on. But you know, once it happens and he gets ahead after you mentioned it, you feel responsible. I feel responsible. Caballero, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I should have just kept my mouth shut, and you would have had your no-hitter. Leuzinger gets his first hit, and the runner goes, and oh! And the batter, Ramos, the catcher, gets hit in the head. Boy, this ninth grader, Caraballo, he looks like Don Drysdale out there, because Don Drysdale would be smiling. He's in baseball heaven right now, looking down, smiling at this kid. That's old school. You give up your no-hitter, you hit the next batter in the head. And I'm sure the umpire's saying a few things to him because this kid's smiling. Goes, hey, man, I didn't mean that. Of course not. But in the old school, son, you did good. Next pitch is right down the pipe. Fastball for a strike. Of course, baseball's not played like that anymore, folks. You throw an aggressive pitch to a batter, and he's going to charge the mound. But back in the day when baseball was played for fun, you hit a guy. In the dirt, runner takes third, and he's, ooh, that was close, but they called safe. And the runner, Parada, in safely at third base, and Ramos in safely at second base, and now Leuzinger's got runners on second and third. The score is 14-0. They need a score, 5 runs to keep this game going. Otherwise, it's in the books, ladies and gentlemen. And Leuzinger doing a fine job, a yeoman's job, staying competitive, and that ball is fisted foul. That almost took the head off one of our cameramen out there. Leuzinger with some sudden offensive surges here with a runner on second and third, and the batter now looking to score some runs. That's the first baseman, Fadia. Oh. And that time our second umpire, as you can see, was right smack in the way. And wouldn't you know it? There's the freshman pitcher who just had his no-hitter broken. And that's in the dirt, and the runner's going to come home and score. So Leuzinger breaks not only the no-hitter, but the shutout in 1 inning. And the freshman, Caraballo, who has a lot going for him and shouldn't really worry about that because he's done one heck of a job, not only pitching today, but he got a hold of a nice pitch and got a home run too. And that time the ball's hit down to first base, slipping and falling, but getting up in time for the force out. Meanwhile, Ramos comes in to score for the second run of the inning for Leuzinger, and Leuzinger all of a sudden scoring 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning with the score now 14-2. And that brings up number 18, Garcia. Nice pitch that time. Two balls, 1 strike. Oh, boy, that was a beautiful breaking ball, and you could see it from our angle there. That went straight for his head and dropped right in front of the plate. And the freshman showing some emotion on the mound, saying, yeah, baby, see you later. That was a beautiful breaking ball that time. This kid has got it going on. This coach, boy, Coach Jenkins is going to win a lot more with a freshman like that. Oh, called strike, man. And that time the ball is grounded to the second baseman. Picked up and thrown cleanly that time. And that's Silva ending the inning and ending the game. And that'll do it for today, ladies and gentlemen, as Leuzinger unable to make it less than 10-run deficit after 5 innings. So the mercy rule applied here this afternoon. And Leuzinger Olympians will lose this afternoon to West Torrance. The final score: West Torrance 14, Leuzinger 2. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed today's game of the week. I'm Michael Larja, and thank you for watching Lawndale's Community Cable Television, Channel 22. And remember, stay tuned for more baseball on your community cable television. Lawndale Community Cable Television, Channel 22. Good night, everybody. See you next week.